I am in my classroom and it is clean. The floors are waxed. So this is the door. I'm going to start panning around. This is what it looks like right now. Apparently they had a little trouble moving some of these things. The hallway. And then the floor. So I'm going to start moving things around and try and put it where it needs to go. I don't have my desks. They apparently are still needing to put the desks in. So I just have to figure everything out that's not desks. Let's do this. Okay, so I messed up. I just filmed a whole clip with me on fast motion. So that's annoying me. So anyway, it is Wednesday, July 29th. I've been here at school. We had a CPR Zoom training, which until now I didn't know was a thing. It was interesting. We got it done. We did it. But so did the CPR training and been doing a lot of other like little things with coworkers. So I haven't picked up the camera until right now. Basically what I'm doing right now is I am working on getting this counter cleared off, this table cleared off, and figuring out what to do with a lot of the stuff that over the years that I have used for community supplies aren't going to work this year. I usually have all the supplies laid out on the counter, and that's kind of where the students come and get their paper, get their pencils, get their erasers. I've got it all set up so it's easy for students to come get stuff. But this year we have to have them have everything at their desks, which I hate that. This is gonna be a mess. Anyway, but some of the things that I'm dealing with, overabundance of books. I have a lot of books, and I need to figure out how to keep them to where they can be covered for the sanitation purposes, and where they will fit into a smaller area, because we have to have more area for desks than we usually do. So I'll just kind of show you what I mean here. All right, so these are books that aren't going to stay there. We just put them in there at the end of the last year. This is the library space, and what I usually do is I put bins like this all along the top. Not sure if I can do that this year because they need to be covered for sanitation purposes. Then there's books up there that can't stay there. They have to be somewhere else. And then there's a lot of books here that need to be worked through and figured out. So it's just a lot of books. And some of them I keep for differentiation. So for instance, there's a whole bunch of these Dr. Seuss books that are too young for my students. Sorry, I don't know if I can, the light's not great. And then there are these novels, which I know the light's really bad here, but these are too old for my students, but some of them will be that mature and be able to do it. Other things that I have this whole box with manila envelopes and manila folders that I keep for different projects, but I'm not sure if we're going to be doing those kind of projects. I also have all these binders from when we were doing data meetings, and now we're not doing data meetings, but I still have the binders. I'm like, it's hard not to be a hoarder when you're a teacher. You just kind of get into that headspace that you have to keep everything. I definitely don't want to have a project or an idea come and then be like, well, I got to go out and buy 30 of whatever. If you have it, you're like, oh, okay, I can use it. So I know I have to get rid of stuff because I don't have room for everything. And we still haven't figured out how much they're going to be bringing or how we're going to store it. So I do want to show kind of what the class, so I haven't gotten my desks yet. They swear to me that they're coming, but I do, my coworker, the teacher right across the little hallway, she has her desks, or most of them, and I was thinking I would show you what it looks like, so I'm going to do that. Alright, this is my co-teacher's class, and she's pretty much like pulled everything out of her class to make room for desks. There's 24 in here, and she's gonna need a few more. I think she needs 3 more desks, but where she's going to put it, she doesn't know, because the back wall is only, well, I can walk over there. Alright, so she's tried to set up. So this is the space from the back wall, and then the space to her desk. So it's packed in pretty tight, and getting around some of these, like this row right here, is going to need to be widened, otherwise students won't be able to move their chairs in and out. Like, there's no room, and her room isn't even as packed as some that I have seen. So this is going to be so much fun. I don't know how we're going to do this. Okay, so starting the fifth day and the fifth day of classroom setup and the first officially back on the job day, teacher training. I've got to go like right now. I'm actually running a little behind because I actually have to pick up one of my coworkers who rides with me. So I'm going to get started, but this is first official day of 2020 school year. Here we go. Okay, it's Thursday. It's Thursday, July 30th. This is the second day back, but yesterday was a work day. Today was a meeting day. We had like the staff welcome, and we had our corporate spiel, and we had our opening procedures and policies and handbook and all of that kind of stuff today. And it was kind of interesting because they're leaving it very flexible for people. So they had somebody with their they had our school registrar with her phone, using that to Zoom with all of the people who didn't want to be in person. And my team pretty much stayed up in one of the classrooms. We all sat in different parts of the classroom and just kind of did the Zoom meeting together, which worked out really well. There were a couple things where they had handouts and we had to run down and get the handout, but it was a little bit more relaxed. The benches they have are not very comfortable, and at least I could stand up. So there was pros and cons to the Zoom meeting. The con was that it was hard to hear, because the presenters were wearing masks. So some of them did really good at enunciating and others didn't, and that makes a big difference. So yeah, but thankfully it worked out. So tomorrow we have meetings again, we have trainings, and probably going to do that. We got nifty new masks. I'm not going to show you the front because it has the school logo, but we got nifty new masks. And our school is really we're one of those schools that we really don't have a whole lot of ability to go 100% online, so there might possibly be some kids getting packets the beginning week, which really don't want to do that. Really don't want to, but they're trying to get Chromebooks, and those are on back order, and they're trying to get wipes and Lysol, and that's on back order. It's kind of depressing starting this year off. I'm not gonna lie. It's just really difficult to get a whole lot of enthusiasm for some of these things. But as you can see, my room is coming along. I still don't have any desks. I'm not sure what that's going to be like. If I don't like desks, so that's not a huge thing, but they're going to come eventually. One of the things I did today, let's see. So one of the things I did today was I put covers on my lights. So I put some of them blue and some of them are white. I don't have the lights on because I have my other lighting on right now. I can turn on the lights real quick. So the covers just kind of mellow out the light so it's not so glaringly fluorescent. And I'm glad I put the blue ones kind of along the wall and not so much in the middle. I don't like it to be too blue. but this is a good mix. So anyway, that's all the lights on. I guess that's probably a good idea to have the lights on when I'm filming, but it's so much more peaceful with them off. But I need to head out. It's like 4 something, and I need to go look and see if Dollar Tree has more shower curtains, clear ones, because I need to put them over some stuff, because they showed we've got a mister, and they kind of demonstrated what the mister would do, and there's a lot of water involved or liquid involved, so I'm gonna need some curtains. They're gonna be so gross by the end of like a month, but we'll live. And that's kind of the theme of this year, is we'll live. Yay. All right, talk to you later. Goodness, it is Friday, July 33rd. I should probably take these off. I'm actually getting home. It's 5:09, evening. I'm just getting home. I left this morning at 7:30. Had the longest. I always forget at the beginning of the year how long the trainings can go. It was a good training. It was all on behavioral health and SEO, and it was really good training and a really good presenter, but it went to nearly 3:40, so from 8 in the morning with a 45-minute lunch break and 2 10-minute breaks. Yeah, that was intense. Like I said, it was a really good training, just crazy long. And we were doing it actually we were all doing it as a Zoom meeting. The trainer was back east because she didn't feel comfortable flying out here. Sorry if you can hear my air conditioning. It's 116 degrees outside, and there ain't no way I can do anything without air conditioner, and for some reason my hands are shaking. Sorry, filming on my phone. Like I said, long day. I didn't get anything done in my class because I was on that training, and some people are able to. I even have colleagues who are able to. They're able to multitask during these trainings. They're able to go and do stuff and still listen. I can't. I have to be participating in everything, so I'm just kind of glued to the screen. I wish I could multitask like that. I can't. So, yeah. But even for the ones who could multitask, it was a long day. But it was good. The trainer is a therapist who works with a lot of schools, and she was really very knowledgeable. She had so many very good strategies, like not only getting into the whys of things, but how to deal with them, which was awesome. She had a lot of great ideas that one that's coming. I'm going to have to process it all. I took notes and everything, but one of the things she talked about near the end so I remember it pretty fresh, is the idea of helping students with their anxieties by kind of making making an exercise where they identify the stressor, and then they have classmates and peers and even adults help with figuring out helpers for that stressor. So not, trying to take it away, but basically figure out strategies for coping with it. Which she used the imagery of having a tree and making red leaves that students can write their stressor on, and then having yellow leaves that anyone can write helper strategies on to put on top of the stressor. And then when the student takes their leaves, including their stressor and all the helpers out, they can kind of process through that. And then she talked about continuing that kind of story or that narrative to think of, once you have identified your stress and you've identified your helpers, not necessarily getting rid of the whole lot of it, but thinking of it as composting. How you use that, you turn it in with yourself and kind of use it to grow from. So I thought the narrative was very helpful. So anyway, I'm so tired. My brain is so fried from the whole time. And I'm going to go in and I'm going to eat some dinner and chill for the day. So I'll probably actually end this, because I've been taking clips from the whole week, and I'll probably end the vlog with this. So if you watched the whole thing and you enjoyed it, please give it a thumb up. If you are interested in this kind of content, or even something a little bit more interesting than this, go ahead and subscribe and click the notification bell. I try to have something at least once a week. We'll see. I do a lot of different stuff, and the school year's starting, so who knows, but I'll try. Anyway, I hope you have a great day.